In the bustling souk of old, where spices filled the air and silks shimmered in the sun, the true currency wasn't gold or silver. It was trust. Imagine a scene. A buyer, inspecting a bag of freshly ground coffee, points to the old-fashioned scale. He asks the merchant, "Is that the full weight?" The merchant pauses, his eyes meeting the buyer's. For a moment he hesitates, then with a small, knowing smile, he adds a little extra to the scale, tipping it just past the mark. The buyer, surprised by this gesture, says, "You didn't have to do that. The weight was already correct." The merchant simply nods, his expression calm and content. "My profit," he explains gently, "is not measured by this scale alone. It is written by Allah." He believes that true provision comes from being fair and generous, not from taking every last coin. This small act of honesty didn't go unnoticed. The very next day that same buyer returned, but this time he wasn't alone. He brought his friends, his family, all eager to trade with the man who valued integrity over a few extra grams. Soon, the merchant's stall was the busiest in the entire market. Word spread of his fairness, and people traveled from far and wide, not just for his goods, but for the peace of mind that came with an honest transaction. This story reminds us of a powerful lesson, echoed in the words of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, who said, "The truthful, trustworthy merchant is with the prophets, the truthful, and the martyrs." Honesty wasn't a cost to the merchant's business. It was the foundation upon which he built an empire of trust and respect. He understood that while deception might offer a fleeting gain, it ultimately destroys the very ground you stand on. True, lasting success, the kind that brings peace and blessings or barakah, is always rooted in honesty. So let's remember this in our own lives, in our work, and in our dealings with others. Choose integrity, even when it seems harder, because in the end, honesty is not just a virtue. It is the most valuable profit you will ever earn. It builds relationships, it builds communities, and it builds a legacy that lasts. Barakah always follows honesty. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who might need this reminder. Thanks for watching.